Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Merry Christmas Eve. But it's not merry for a lot of people who are trying to travel for the Christmas holidays. Well, it began late Thursday evening, the storm heading across the United States and Canada. Over 1,200 miles long was the size of this storm, and it's affecting not only eastern United States and southern Canada areas, it's affecting all the way down to Galveston, Texas in the Caribbean, and we have Florida being affected. Let's talk a little bit about that. We have, 5,700 flights were canceled yesterday alone, with more expected today. Even places like Vancouver, Canada, which gets really nice weather 99% of the time of the year round, they canceled a ton of flights yesterday. I'm so glad my flights to Australia are next week and not this weekend. People are stuck all over the place. 5,700 flights canceled just yesterday alone, with more expected today. It's compounded depending on the areas you're traveling in. Some people are getting all snow, some people are getting freezing rain, and if you're like us here in Ottawa, Canada, you got freezing rain, then snow on top of the freezing rain, then more freezing rain on top of that snow, and then snow again today. That's how lovely it is. Not to mention, we're hitting 70 and 80 mile an hour winds outside. You may hear it. My house is shaking sometimes because I have a big field behind my house, so there's no protection from trees or other buildings or anything, so I'm getting a full brunt as the wind comes across, and you can feel the house shake at various times of night. Power outages all over the place, and of course cancellations from trains, buses, and planes. It's not a great day to travel. You gotta pack your patience for sure, but we're also seeing that it's affecting the cruise ships. Carnival Vista passengers on the way back to Galveston today were sent messages where their balconies and porthole cabins and things were all buttoned down and locked up. In other words, you could not get out on your balcony on some of the decks. One of the best things about getting a balcony cabin is being able to open up your balcony and get that fresh air and relax, step outside into the sunshine and, tropical breeze, and it's sitting out there. Oh, this is great. Well, no, they had to lock it up. And you have to think that this might be in response to what happened to that expedition cruise ship out in Antarctica as it was going around the Cape, where it got caught with a rogue wave and it smashed in the side of the lower deck cabins, and there was a fatality on board as well as some injuries. And you got to think, maybe, just maybe, they're taking precautions because of that. They're expecting 15 to 20 foot wave swells, and so they're locking down the top decks and they're locking down the balconies as well, not allowing people to step out on their balconies. They're also warning passengers the ship is due back this morning. Well, they're saying expect delays getting onto the ship, as well as it will probably be late getting back to port. And these same restrictions could be in place as it's, getting very, very chilly in that area for this time of year. Normally it's, you don't expect Texas to be freezing. It's very close to the freezing mark temperatures, and of course once you get out in the water it can be even colder. Same is going on for ports like Tampa, Orlando, Miami, where you would expect it, you're normally going in the sunshine and everything. They're going to be reporting that, when you're down there at the ships, it could be very close to freezing as well. So your warm, sunny cruise that you're expecting to go on right now It's going to be a little chillier until you get out into the Caribbean, and even then it could be windier and colder than normal. The worst out of all these, out of all the ships sailing out of the United States right now, is going to be the NCL Getaway, sailing out of New York this morning, where temperatures are expected to be 8 degrees below freezing. So yeah, maybe pack your parka to get on that cruise. It's gonna be a chilly one. Imagine heading to your Bahamas or Bermuda cruise and it's 8 degrees below freezing Fahrenheit. Not to mention the snow and the wind and the sleet and the rain that's been happening across the country. It's not a great traveling day. It's not a great day to be heading anywhere. I've buttoned down the hatches here at home, spending Christmas Eve basically sitting here and watching some Christmas movies on TV. Maybe I'm gonna have some popcorn and just relax. And if you can do that, that would be the best way to spend the holidays, and try and stay off the roads. And I really do feel for you if you are traveling this week. It's not going to be a fun day. It's not going to be a fun day, as they're expecting more and more cancellations today as well. I wish you all the best. I know people who are driving. My daughter is driving with her family to New York this weekend. They wanted to get down and see the Rockettes and see the tree and everything in New York, and this happens. Maybe they're going to cancel, but as far as I know, they still wanted to do the trip. I know friends driving to the Maritimes here from Ottawa. They normally take about 10 hours on the drive. They messaged me yesterday. They've been on the road for 16 hours and they're not even halfway yet. Just to give you an idea of some of the delays in traveling that's happening right now across Canada and the United States. So all I want to say is, well, guys, it's Christmas Eve. No matter what you do, please be safe. Take your time if you're driving. Give yourself extra time getting anywhere you need to get. And if your flights are canceled and things like that, just remember it's better to be safe than to be sorry. And I know it can be disappointing, and you could be delays, and it could be a heartache and problems and a headache, but there are worse things out there. Just remember that, as long as you and your family stay safe. That's the main thing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas Eve, a happy holiday, and for no matter what's going on, please just stay safe. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.